Come on.
Hey, let's talk, let's walk it out. Let's walk it out. Let's walk it out.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Happy Haitian Heritage Month. I was gonna say, where are my people at? I know, right? Make some more noise. My name is Muriel.
And I am Ruby.
And we have this magnificent show called Let's Talk About It, the Candid Conversation show with Muriel and Ruby. And we talk about topics that are taboo in the community. Growing up in a Haitian household, and I know a lot of you are Haitians in here, and also African Americans, we're taught to keep our business in the home. Don't share it. Well, on the show, that's what we do. We talk about it. We share it. My story is I'm a domestic violence survivor and advocate. And I speak it and I talk to women and men both anytime and every time I can. The show was created on part of that. The other part of the show was
Mental health, and mental health affects all of us, especially during this pandemic. I have unknowingly suffered with several invisible illnesses for over 37 years.
but do the show for everyday people like you and me. Stars have all their shows. They have shows for stars. We wanted to have shows for everyday people like us. Thank you so much for coming. We would love to introduce our beautiful MC. Look at her over there. Miss Julie Washington. She's doing some amazing things in the community. Her husband has a law firm called Washington Law.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I'm Julie Washington, and I welcome you all to the first annual Konpa Conversation. Nous allons commencer à introduce Muriel Donation for the Haitian National Anthem.
Merci. À nous camper ensemble pour respect. Pour le pays, pour les ancêtres, marchons unis, marchons unis, dans nos rangs, point de traître, du sang soyons seuls maîtres, marchons unis, marchons unis pour le pays, pour les ancêtres, marchons, marchons, marchons unis pour le pays, pour les ancêtres.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Wow. That is beautiful, beautiful. Wow. I'm going to let y'all take that in. Well, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the comedian Jersey, the Haitian sensation. Woo! Where you at? We got comedians in the house. The Haitian sensation. Oh, I love this. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, come on, big up, big up.
Don't worry about it. What's up? Won't you calm down?
I love it. Hey,
You are aggressive. You know you a Haitian. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, how y'all feeling? Let's get up for all the Haitians in. I don't know how you got tricked in here, sir, but I know you don't understand now. One word nobody said. I was looking at his face. He looked confused, like when black people get pulled over. Oh, this is gonna be fun to me. I'm a Haitian from up north. How many people from up north? Oh, they tricked you too. Y'all done moved Florida and thought it was a dream. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm from North New Jersey. I don't know if you know, but okay. Same thing. There is a bridge, okay, I know. I go see my aunt, it's the same thing. But it's crazy because I'm going to be honest, my mom, before I moved out here, my mom was like, look, I need to go where my arthritis is not hurting. I don't know if you know Haitian parents, but as soon as they get a certain age, I need Florida. I'm like, I'm not going to Florida. I'm like, I'm here. You don't go, that's your life. I go, Florida. She was set. Now, mind you, before I moved to Florida, I did my research. I don't know if you did what you were supposed to do, but I did what I was supposed to do. I got brochures. If you have ever seen a brochure about Florida, they make Florida look amazing, people. No, if you look at Florida, there's a black man golfing. I'm in the hood like, I want to go to Florida. And then if you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. If you have kids, they have the thing with the Disney, with the kid with the stick. I'm in the projects like, I want the stick. Now I get to Florida and I realize there's some things y'all don't put on the brochure that you need to know about Florida before you move to Florida. For instance, your weather is bipolar. Oh no, that heifer crazy. How does it rain across the street? But don't rain where I'm standing at. I'm like, you know what? I need a nap. And then we have hurricanes. Now, Florida hurricanes, I realize, hey man, it's gonna help. Because I realize Florida, if it's a real hurricane, they name it by how tough it's gonna be. Like if it's named Bob, light sprinkles. Light sprinkles. But if named Irma or Betty, oh, it's gonna mess up everything. And I didn't believe in the hurricanes, so when the weatherman, and I want to say this nicely, if you're a weatherman and you're here tonight, die slow. I don't like weathermen because they always lie. And if you, oh my God, the storm is coming. Get your supplies. I'm at home, I'm not getting nothing. I don't believe him. Yesterday he said it wasn't going to rain, it rained. I ain't getting nothing. But this is Monday. He come back on Wednesday. If you don't have your supplies, you're going to die. I'm like, let me die. I don't believe him. Kill me. Now the problem is he was telling the truth, and the only reason I knew this because it was Friday, and you know how they be like, the eye is upon us. I went outside, I seen the eye. You ever see some things you don't want to see? You're like, oh, I need to go to Walmart. I knew it was the truth when I walked into Walmart and everything was gone. I'm talking about everything, not just everything. It looked like a Walking Dead episode. The gluten-free bread was gone. I don't even know what gluten-free is. It's gone. I'm like, oh my God. You know what? I go to liquor store. Don't judge me. I drink. Went to the liquor store. I got me a fifth. I was ready. I ain't got no food, no nothing. I just got my liquor and I'm ready. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't ready. And I live in a good neighborhood now because I'm making some money now. So I moved out Pound Hills. Oh yeah, I lived in Pound Hills. It was scary. Now I live in Longwood, and it's even scarier. You know how you move out the hood and you like, oh, let me go to, now you move. They be like, I did not know they had a home association. I don't know if you know what that is, but these are people to tell you when to cut your grass. I bought my house, now I got to cut it when you say this is some bull. Yeah, I ain't cuss. This is some bull. There's some kids in here. I'm watching y'all. But I bought, I live in a neighborhood, so I got great neighbors. And the storm came, so I went to check my property, making sure I don't have no damage. I go outside. It's a shed. I don't know if you know what a shed is, but that's where you put your lawnmower or all your equipment. There was a shed in my backyard. People, I don't own a shed. It came with the tools. Being who I am, I took everything in the house. Look, God is good. Bon Dieu, mess on me. Took all that in the house. Now the neighbor's like, hey, did anything come with? No, just the shed. You laugh, but now it's weird because every time I cut my grass, you like, that looks familiar. Yeah, Walmart. I'm glad y'all laughing. I'm gonna be honest, because comedy wasn't always my first choice. Like, my mama came from real Haiti. Like, and she always tell me, look, I did not come to America for you to be Mr. Hee ha ha. Y'all laughing, I'm telling you, she had a plan for me before I was even born. You're going to be doctor, lawyer, I kill you. Which one? The choice is yours. Doctor, lawyer, you die. Which one? I remember the first time I told her. Matter of fact, let's not even do that yet. I'm going to say that. That's going to be my last joke. Let's do this. I see some kids in here. How you doing? Hey, how are ya? Hey, okay, you're aggressive too. I know who your mama. So, let me ask you a question. Where's your parents? Oh, the camera guy? Let me not say nothing. Get my good side. But I realize parents have dreams that, what do you want to do when you grow up? That's your sister? Okay, let me tell you right now. Your parents have a favorite. I don't know if you know, but your parents have a favorite, and we're gonna tell. You're gonna find out tonight. Look, the little girl like, hey, no hesitation. You see her face? And it's the truth. You get mad all you want, but it's a favorite. Every parent has a favorite, and you know how they decide? By what you want to do when you grow up. What do you want to do when you grow up? See, you're not the favorite. That's why you're not the favorite. Look at you. I don't know. What do you want to do when you grow up? See, a vet. She has a dream. You, nothing. Why would they like you? How old are you? Wait, sweetheart, how old are you? How old are you? I'm not your parent and I don't like you. Every time I look at you, I just, as a Haitian, tonnerre. Old school Haitians, you know, tonnerre. Mes amis. And I'm gonna be honest, I realized I wasn't the favorite. Like, I have a brother. Like, it's only two of us. My mom still wanted another kid. She old as hell. She look at both of us like, So God doesn't like me. You have to understand. I'm glad y'all laughing because, to be honest, my life is hard. This is my last joke because, again, I'm only doing this because I love y'all. Let me break something down. No, I'm serious. Before I even finish this joke, I love y'all so much. Y'all supported my career when I first started. They don't even know. I'm talking about, they were there when I was getting booed. We're going to talk about it, but look. They're like, keep going. They used to talk to me after the show. I'm like, I don't want to do this. You can do it. Okay, I don't need help, okay? Nah, but Before I wrap it up, y'all gonna like this. Again, I'm actually the 25th of May. I'm actually doing my first special. I'm doing a 30-minute special. It's gonna be at Afro TV. Yes, if y'all want to come out. I told you, everybody in here, if they really want to come out, I'll give everybody free tickets. Listen. The more Haitians there are, the better it is for me. Because now I'm actually going to think about bringing my mom to this. So I don't know yet. No, it got to be packed. She walk in like, this is it. There is corona out here and you bring me to this to die. So we can't bring her. I'm like, it gotta be packed. So, all right. No, besides that, I do a lot of I do private parties. So if y'all want to hire me for something, please do. Because if this don't work, I will go back to robbing people. Listen, vagabond, yeah. Look, this is thug life. I am just good for you. And I'm going to be honest, this show hard. I ain't cuss. It almost slipped when I seen him. No, I'm just saying, I know you ain't the favorite. But all right, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love y'all. And please, this is the first year. Let's make it more years to come. This is... I look around the room and I see nothing but educated Haitians, educated black people. This is something they need to see, and we need more of this, because when we get together, look at this. This is amazing. Oh, my God. And they have food. Oh, I came for the plate. When I leave with a plate. Oh, I am a true Haitian. I am that Haitian. I come with the to-go plate. You like, what you coming? I'm going to go. All right, here we go. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank y'all so much. I know I probably went over my time, but here we go. Going back to my mom, and you have to understand, when I told my mom I was going to be a comic, it was weird for her. She's like, why? You're going to do what? I'm like, I'm going to be a comedian. Why? You're not funny. You look funny. It's not the funny part, people. Y'all laughing too early. And I'm like, nah, Mom, I got this. I'm telling you, come to my show. Come see what I can do. She's like, no, I have better things to do. I'm like, cool. Now, let me ask you a question, ma'am. I don't know you. Okay, I said, ma'am, but you are real aggressive, I see. If anyone in here is being abused, just wink. Can she talk? Look at, hey, yo, you know he a thug. He got the mask on. Why? He Haitian. Why? I'm sorry, sir. I should have asked permission. May I speak to your lovely wife? Oh, thank you. You see him? Go ahead. I know you got a pistol on you. Now, I'm scared now. I'm going to be honest. He looking at me like, say something wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, I will sue. You have kids? Okay. You had to think about it? She like, yeah. It is him. So, do you support your children? Okay, cool. You? Do you have kids? Do you support your kids? Now, let me ask you a question. Okay. That wasn't the question. She like, this is mine. You say anything I don't like, I take you outside. That's a true hate. That's what she, this is mine. Go ahead, Mr. Funny Man. What I was trying to say, now, that's your mom. Now, you know your mom's voice no matter where. If you're in the mall and you hear your mom yell, you know her voice, right? Now, same scenario. If you hear your son yelling anywhere, you know that's my baby, right? Parents have that sense, and kids, we do too. The reason why I bring this up, this is what happened. Now, I'm at my 5th show. I'm doing good. I'm actually opening up for Gary Owens. So I'm doing good. Life is going well. the show is about to, my part of the show is about to go into the end. Now, I hit a joke, and out of nowhere, I hear this. Boo. And I'm like, boo. Now, I don't know if you know your mama voice, but I know my mama voice. And then she did this. I don't like him. Boo. Somebody said, y'all look alike. No, I don't know him. The next morning, I swear, I went to the house, got to the house, knocked on the door. She said, baby, how was the show? Like she wasn't there booing me. But I ain't gonna say nothing because I know she know voodoo. Y'all can laugh, it's a joke. Maybe. At this point, she like, baby, how was the show? I was like, it didn't go so good. It was this old lady that out of nowhere that just kept booing me. For real? Oh my God. Don't worry, I have a present for you. That's what you were supposed to think, right? You get booed, your mama got you a present. It's on. She handed me car keys. I got excited. I'm like, my mom got me a car. I go outside, it was a cab. I don't know if you know Haitian people. Apparently, hello, we all do. My mom got me a cab. I said, Mom, why you get me the cab? Baby, your first grade not going so good. I got you a new job. You start at 1, don't be late. If y'all want to get home later, I got a cab outside. Yo, that's my time. My name is Jersey, the Haitian sensation.
So we're going to have Mr. Terry Olson come forward. And go ahead and big him up. You know that song? Did you? Oh, go ahead, play it again. Play it again, friend.
Yeah, I guess I work for Orange County Government in the Arts and Cultural Affairs Office, but I'm also the chief instigator for a festival called Fusion Fest that's all about celebrating all of our heritages. So we're very proud to celebrate Haitian heritage as well as all the others in the world. In fact, 110 heritages have been participating in this festival. It happens Thanksgiving weekend, a great weekend to be thankful for the great diversity that we have here in Central Florida. And I don't know if you know, but by the year 2030, we are expected to be the most diverse city in the world. Okay? There's over 160 languages spoken in our public schools right now. So anyway, we say that as a crossroads of the world here, we have the opportunity to show the world that people of different skin tones, different ethnicities, heritages, lifestyles, maybe even politics, can live together on a basis of respect and love instead of fear and hate, which comes when we keep to ourselves and those people out there are other than us. So now that we're here together, how are we influencing each other? The things that make us who we are, how is that influencing who you are? And that's what Fusion Fest is about. It's about creating the most innovative, creative, respectful, loving city in the world. Right here. So Fusion Fest, the festival is Thanksgiving weekend, and we could use the Jersey Haitian sensation, I think, on the word stage. But there's music and dance and fashion and visual arts and games and the whole spectrum of food, and there's lots of food. There's food there from all over the world. But Fusion Fest has started also weekly and monthly things. I do a Facebook Live on Tuesdays called Diverse Orange, where I just have a 10-minute conversation with someone about diversity here in Central Florida and their experience. We do a monthly migration film virtual watch party. Part of the festival is we pair filmmakers with people with a story to tell about their lives and how they live out their culture and where they came from. And so we watch a few of those virtually, so people all over the world can be watching and talk to the people and that kind of thing. And we do a monthly Diversatastic dining experience So the artist out here, Himmler, was when we did a Haitian special at Justin's Korean Fusion restaurant, where each month you purchase your ticket, you get the meal, you get entertainment and arts and that kind of thing. Our next one is actually a week from Sunday afternoon at downtown Orlando, and it's South Pacific night, Tahitian food and dancing and learning how to. Women, you take some cloth and put it around you and go to the beach. I don't know. It's something you do. Anyway, so I encourage you all to participate in Fusion Fest. If you're a singer, a musician, or a dancer, or a visual artist, or that kind of thing, go to fusionfest.org right now, and you can sign up to see if you can be participating in that way. But otherwise, come down in November, or look out for the dining experiences each month if you want to explore foods and culture from around the world. The last one in April was Thai at Naradiva Thai restaurant, and April is the month of Sangkrat, which is the Thai New Year, kind of a Buddhist festival, actually. Water festival, like it's when you watch the Buddhas, but the secular version of that, like in Bangkok, is the world's largest water fight. So I brought a few squirt guns, and we were squirting people in the restaurant. But anyway, so that's what Fusion Fest is. In behalf of Mayor Jerry Demings, I want to also celebrate Haitian Flag Day, and this month we celebrate it.
DJ, before he leaves, he had to do it again. Nou pa ka kite l sans l pa fè chan. No, we gotta see it again. Y'all didn't enjoy that? That's how you bless the place in. Hey! 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 Mais comme ça, vous pouvez pas aller là. Vous obligé de faire.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Martin Adolfi. I am currently Mrs. Haiti International, and for the year 2021, and my sister Queen, we both going to Tennessee in July to compete for the actual Mrs. International and Preteen International in July. I just wanted to introduce that to you guys. I'm here today to talk to you guys, as tonight's show is Konpa Conversation. So today I'm here to talk to you all about my platform, which is a conversation that very taboo in the Haitian community. My platform for the pageant is ending the stigma of HIV. HIV is something that's very taboo, like we all Haitian, and a lot of us are born in Haiti. We know that HIV is very taboo. But before I get to what I want to discuss, we're gonna have a conversation tonight. Before I get to what I want to discuss to you guys tonight, I just wanna give you guys a little bit of statistics about HIV. The statistic I'm gonna give you is statistic here, but however, there's not that much statistic back home in Haiti, but the statistics here. Currently, 1 in 7 Americans are living with HIV right now and are unaware. 1 in 7, according to the CDC. There is an approximately 1.2 million Americans currently living with HIV. And then you wanna know the hard part? 65% of people who are living with HIV are African American. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of education that needs to be done. And I'm fortunate enough, I am a nurse practitioner. My concentration as nurse practitioner, I'm an adult primary care nurse practitioner. What made me choose that platform? My last semester in nurse practitioner school, I was fortunate enough to be chosen as one of the 6 trainees that the school chose to work with underserved community. Out of the 6 of us, I was the only one that was chose to work HIV/AIDS patient. One thing that I noticed, especially the African American, they were not coming in to get the treatments. So I grabbed that opportunity. I talked to the provider I was working with. The provider I was working with, he's the director for the whole state of Florida, for the health department for the whole state of Florida. So I grabbed the opportunity. I talked to him about it. So I was able to go to a lot of health summit. I was able to go to a lot of conferences to learn more about HIV/AIDS. So I decided to do that, take that opportunity for me to educate. So after that, I remember coming home to my lovely husband right here. And then I talked to him. I asked him, babe, I want to educate all the people about HIV/AIDS, especially the Haitian community, because I remember now everything is coming back, because I remember when I was in Haiti, my neighbor, her son had HIV. Till now, I remember they exclude him on the small little room by himself. As I'm talking to you, it's vivid in my head, and I'm talking about 30-something years ago. I remember only his mom went to the room to feed him and bathe him. He died on that same small room by himself due to the stigma.
Hello, everyone. My name is Boston Joachim, the Haitian Konpa Conversations. So I own P1 Tech Solution. We are an IT consulting firm, software, app developments, cameras. We do anything IT related. And my second platform is gadolakai.org. So my topic today is mental health. Growing up Haitian, super private. Mental health is not something that we talk about. If you talk about it, you have demons, or allégresse pour aller prier, or ufu. It's something that we don't really talk about. Last month, a close friend of mine called me for lunch. So we went to Kiki's and went apart, had lunch. So we sat down by an hour to catch up. The worst things you can do is be by yourself. Having a strong community around you, just having friends to share with. So for the past 30 days or so, I've been pretty vocal on social media, and I did get in trouble for it. Say I'm sharing too much. The public don't need to hear the stuff I've been going through and stuff like that, but you never know what someone is going through. Your strongest friends, 9 out of 10, is going through things that you cannot imagine. So pick up the phone and check up your friends. If you haven't hear from someone in a few days or a few weeks, call them. Even my parents now, I'll call them every day and say I love them. But wow, I didn't really have a topic or words prepared because I figured I'll just YOLO. So I have 2 bachelors in engineering, 6 AAs, and 12 certs. Even with all that, I still feel I didn't do enough. It's a constant battle of what's next, what can I do more. Got married, got 2 beautiful kids, gated house, pool, fancy dogs, the whole 9 yards. And even that wasn't enough. Like, there was still something missing. And constantly hearing that you were not doing enough, that you just piece of S, you can only be strong for so long. Over time, it gets to you. Yeah. I used to come home and I just sit in the driveway and just don't want to go inside. But now, I have a stronger group of friends that we talk to every day that help me deal with it. Just pretty much check on your friends.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How's everyone feeling today? Good? Okay, great. I'm actually going to stand up and walk because sitting down is a little too formal for me. So anywho, my name is Jennifer Pierlese. I am a licensed mental health counselor. I have been in the field for approximately 11 and a half years. Every time I say that, I feel a little old. It's all good. Black don't crack. But anywho, I am currently holding a position as a outpatient program director at a local mental health agency. And so I want to get you guys very much engaged, and so I'm going to pose a question, and just raise your hands. I won't call you out. So prior to today, how many of you all had a negative preconceived notion in regards to therapy? Just a show of hands. Okay. A preconceived negative notion in regards to therapy. Okay. So a few of you, right? So I don't want to call anybody out, but I'm just going to choose two people, if you do want to raise your hand, and tell me your reasoning as to why. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me. Okay. I want the mic. She don't want the mic. She don't want the mic. Okay. So you can go ahead.
Because, you know, in the community, you can't really talk about, like, talking to somebody else about your problems. It's kind of like weird, like you're deemed as crazy, or like you guys won't, like stuff like that. So, you know, shy away from.
Okay, so for everybody over here that did not hear her, she stated that you don't share family business. You're seen as crazy, and so family business should stay within the home, correct? Okay. Anybody else want to share? Dab?
I would say, growing up in a Christian household, I was always told, go to church, pray about it. But it's like, I think you can have Jesus in therapy.
Right.
So, I think a lot of people, when you grow up in a Christian household, are straight away. Sometimes you don't want to go talk to your pastor, because then you feel like when you go on Sunday morning, he's judging you about what you do.
Well, we can clap for that. Anybody else? D, go ahead.
I just, similar to kind of think back, it's just kind of like, even like what you do, when you're a man, it's kind of like, you're supposed to be strong, you're supposed to, keep it together. Especially in Haitian communities, I'm sure other communities as well, you're not supposed to show signs of weakness or pride, or else you get less than. So, just kind of watching TV and stuff like that. Therapy, when I grew up looking at therapy, I kind of thought of it as people that are crazy go seek therapy. So, like, not until my recent adult life did I take a different perspective and actually see, like, something positive that people really use to help them start getting through the problem.
Thank you, all three of y'all, for being so open and honest in regards to your perspective as it relates to therapy. So I'm here today to pretty much break those stereotypes that you guys were taught growing up. Kind of told that you're seen as crazy, you don't spread family business, because ultimately a lot of individuals who have those preconceived notions, they grow up to essentially have issues in communicating their feelings in the workplace, to their friends, to like coworkers, whatever the case may be. You develop an issue in communication, right? And with that, sometimes you can bring that into your own home, in your own family, like that generational pattern, right? So a lot of the benefits, in my time in being in the field that I've identified, is that when you have a therapist, you have someone who keeps your deepest, darkest secrets. There's a thing called confidentiality. I don't know if you guys all know about that, but confidentiality it has to remain between you and the therapist. The only time it's broken is if you express that you plan on killing yourself, someone else, an elderly, or a child, right? So you have a person who you can be your true, authentic self with. You have someone who you can break your walls down with, and create a new understanding of who you are internally. So listen, I'm human, you all are human, we all go through things, we all have our depressed moods, we have those moments where we don't want to get out of bed, we have a lack of motivation, and I really truly appreciate you sharing your story too, because it shows that a lot of people are struggling internally and you would never know, because we put up that shield as if we're okay, we turning up, having fun. Ultimately, we're hurting inside. I'm here to challenge you and encourage you that there is help out there. Like I said earlier, I am a director in the outpatient level of care. If any of you have any questions, or want to be referred to a therapist, please come to me. I can give you the information that's necessary and we can get you situated with a therapist. Thank you so much for listening to me today.
Hey, good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? Good, good. Hey, my name is Harry Crochet. I am a corporal in the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I've been working with them now for approximately 10 years. I moved up from their anti-crime unit to human trafficking to violent crimes, and now I'm in their homicide unit. And today, I wanted to come out here and talk to you guys about domestic violence that happens within our culture, within that's home for us, and, because of course us Haitians, we are strong, proud, family members that we have within each other, where no one wants to speak up when we know or hear of another family member is being abused, either mentally or physically. And I want to let you guys know that for Orange County or in any department or police department jurisdiction that's here in Central Florida or around the world, we have somebody that's going to be able to speak our language, and you're going to be able to talk to us, and we can help you guys out, okay? If it's something as maybe removing you from the house and taking you to a harbor house, somewhere that you guys can maybe take the night away, or getting you guys help for your kids, whatever situation, if we have victims advocate that you guys can talk to help the situation, if it's, again, mentally or physically. The one thing that everybody automatically assumes is when we talk about domestic violence is that it's automatically the woman who is being abused, either physically or mentally, by their male spouse, which in my time I can say that it is not. It's both ways. And or it can be for the same-sex spouses, okay? If it's, woman or woman, man or male. And it's not okay even in our culture. Even, here in Orlando, when we have a old school Haitian family, they do not want to come out because the fact that, again, we automatically say, we go to church and this is where we should talk about it and we will pray about it and so forth and so on, and that's not right. That's where, our mental health will become worse, and it can lead us to a path of darkness, and that's what we don't want, So for me as, a first-line supervisor with Orange County or any of our uniformed personnel that's out there, yes, I speak, the our language, Creole, but I know a handful that you can call and, and talk to us and make our report and help guide you to a better future for not only yourself, but to your family. And at the same time, if that night we can't get a Creole speaker, we can definitely contact, our language line, so that way they can get somebody out there to help you. Okay, because the worst thing that can happen is we hide, and that violence continues, and it leads us to a path which we all hear on the news, which is it becomes violent and then it becomes a homicide, and that's what we don't want. Okay, so if you guys ever have any questions, any comments, any concerns, I know we learned it when we were really young in school. If you see something, say something. And we tend to grow out of it as we become adults because, our best friends who, again, in the Haitian community is getting some type of abuse at home, and all we want to do is maybe just be like their hearing, their partner, the person that they can talk to. That's not right as well. We need to take them away from that. And the only way to do that is to give them help. And I want to let everybody know that Orange County Sheriff's Department and Orlando Police and Windermere, Apopka, anybody, we're all here for that. We're all here to help you guys, the community as a whole. Any question at all? Anything? Thank you.
Des choses, des données, à quelques